Okay, so yesterday at auction, there was a house that went for no bid. The address was 315 East Villaret. The no bid price was about $81,000 and some change. That means nobody bid on it. Nobody wants it. The county's going to take possession of it now. And I was curious to see why this went for no bid. I didn't look at this specific property because there was like 3 others that I really wanted, and I pushed all my attention and efforts towards those. And so I didn't even look at this one, but I was curious, so I came on by here this morning, and let me give you a breakdown on how this is still a deal. Okay, so to pick this house up directly from the county, you're going to need to come up with about $85,000 to purchase the home. In addition to that, this home is going to need a full rehab. Full rehab on this house is going to cost about $36,480. The HVAC system to put in this home, because it doesn't have one, is going to be about $8,000. You could put window units if you wanted to and rent it out as is that way and save on that cost, but I'd recommend putting the HVAC system in. So you're going to be all in on this property about $129,480. We'll just round up to an even nice $130 for the rehab cost. Now what I'm checking here is just to see that we are still hooked up to the city pole, because if we are, it's great. I just call CPS and they come drop a new meter in, and it's going to make that rehab a lot easier when we have active power ready to go and help saving on some electrical permits. So coming up to the home, we see that this used to be a carport at one point, but they had enclosed it up, made it some type of sunroom, screen room. The roof of this thing is just completely gone, but this used to be the exterior wall on the home. They did enclose it. They ran brick along the outside, these windows through there, but this whole roof would need to be redone, and probably framing out these walls all over again. But it's not a huge area, so we're not out a lot. They do got plumbing that was ran here. You got your water heater, your washer dryer connections. So it would be enclosing this, adding the square footage, adding the second bathroom to this home, because the way it sits right now, it's a 3-1. Here we are inside the home. Definitely a lot of mess. Kentucky Fried Chicken on the ceiling fan. Firewood in the home. Kitchen. Dining. Going on over to bedrooms. Bedroom number 1. Bedroom number 2. And bedroom number 3. Bathroom. Now let's break down kind of the ARV of this home, what it's going to value at after we repair the property. So running some comps in the area, literally the house right next door to us is selling for $179 a square foot. I believe that is overpriced. It's been sitting on the market for a while. So I'm giving this one a valuation of about $155 a square foot. $155 a square foot based off of the square footage being at 1216 is going to give us an ARV of about $188,000 on this property. Once again, we were all in 130. So we got about $58,000 there in equity. We'll be able to rent this property for $1,400 a month. $1,400 a month over the course of a year is going to give us about $16,800 a month in gross rents. But let's break this down on a monthly basis. So we got $1,400 a month in rent. We got $125 that's going to go at average for about the property insurance. We got $315 that's going to go in your monthly taxes if you broke it down that way. So it's going to give you a net of about $960 on the property per month. Which is a nice return. Once again, you pay for these in cash. There's no mortgage, so you don't have to pay off a lender when you're doing this. That's why the nets are so high. But then let's look at, okay, what about my exit strategy on this property? Now, another reason why I believe this one did not go as well too is because this one is a homestead property, so you can't exit this property or borrow on it for 2 years. Right? That's probably one of the other negative aspects of this property is you got to sit, hold it, and just collect rent and be happy with that for 2 years. If you're okay with that, you're getting some nice returns on your rental income at $960 a month net, which is great. In addition to that, if you're going to wait 2 years and you want to sell it in 2 years anyways, the value of this property is going to go up slightly, hopefully. I know that home prices have dropped recently from 2022 to 23 and to 24. They're probably going to drop a little bit more in 24. That's just because of the interest rates right now. Now, if you're just going to sit and hold it for 2 years, hopefully, you know, the market will change. And in 2025, interest rates have came back down to what they were previously, pre-COVID, right? Where if we're looking at 4 to 5% rates. And then at that point, the value of this home should be somewhere up in the low 200s, I'd imagine. So if in 2025 we can now exit this property and list it for 205, we're 130 all in. We've been able to get some of that money back over time in rents, which is good. Let's say, you know, we were in 205, we sell the deal. 130 is what we're all in. So at that point, we're looking at a return of about 75,000 at that point. Gross, right? That's not including fees, closing costs, everything that you're going to pay on that. But that's not even including what we were able to collect in rent over those 1.5 to 2 years that we possessed it.